Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nancy, and if this is your first time coming across my channel, please subscribe, share, and like my tutorials. In today's class, we're going to be learning how to make this gong sleeve. So if this is something you're interested in learning, keep on watching and let's get started. For this tutorial, I made use of an African print fabric. You can decide to use any fabric of your choice. And the amount of fabric I used is half yards. If you want your sleeve to be well structured, you need to use this interfacing. It is called a peplon stay. It comes in soft or hard peplon stay, but I used the hard peplon stay. So if you don't want your sleeve to be too firm, you can work with a soft peplon stay. Now fold your fabric into two. And because we want to cut both sleeves together, we are going to further fold this fabric again into two. So I practically folded this fabric into four. Now at the top of the fabric, draw a starting line, and from this starting line, place your tape measure to mark the length of your sleeve. The length of my sleeve is 12 inches, but because of stitching allowances, I added extra 1 inch, which made it 13 inches altogether. I made a point here. Now draw a straight line across this point. Now on the starting line, from the center fold, place your round armhole measurements divided by 2. My round armhole is 14 inches, divided by 2 it's 7, so I made the point here. So depending on how wide you want your sleeve to be, you are going to be adding extra inches for ease. I added extra 4 inches. If you don't want your sleeve to be as wide as mine, you can reduce it to 3 inches, or if you want it bigger than mine, then you can increase it to your desired width. Now from this new point I marked to the center fold, what I have here is 11 inches. So I'm going to place that 11 inches on the hemline as well, and also around the center, just like you see me doing. Now I'm going to connect these 3 points together to create a straight line. From the starting line, you're going to place your tape to mark the cap sleeve. If you're small in size, use a cap sleeve of 5 inches. If you're big in size, then you can use a cap sleeve of 6.5 inches. Now, using your free hand, from the tip of the cap sleeve line, go in a bit and then connect it upward to meet the starting line. This is actually very simple. Just follow through the explanation. Now on the hemline, come in by 1 inch from this side. So you mark it here and then you connect this point you marked to meet the tip of the cap sleeve. So this is how simple it is to draft a gong sleeve. Now you can cut out your sleeve. So notch the tip of the center fold first before separating both sleeves. So I've gone ahead to cut out my peplon stay. Make sure that your peplon stay is half of an inch on every side smaller than the fashion fabric. Make sure that your peplon stay is half of an inch smaller than your fashion fabric on every side. So the peplon stay has two sides. One side of the stay is not shiny, while the other side is shiny. So the shiny part of the peplon stay is the part that has the gum. So that is what you'd be placing directly on the wrong side of your fashion fabric before sticking and pressing them together with your iron. So once you are done ironing the sleeve, you should also repeat the same process for the second sleeve. The next step is to place your sleeve on your lining to cut out exactly the same sleeve. So for the both sleeves, I've gone ahead to cut out the lining exactly the same thing. I did not reduce or add any allowance to the lining. Cut out exactly the same thing. Now what you are going to do is to open up the fashion fabric. Now place the lining on the right side of the sleeve, and then you head over to the sewing machine to stitch the hem of the sleeve by 0.5 inch. So once you are done stitching the hems together, this is how it would be. Now you head over to your sewing machine to make a top stitch on the right side of the lining. After you are done top stitching, you fold the sleeve into two this way, Ankara to Ankara and the lining to the lining. Now you'd head over to the sewing machine to stitch the sides of the sleeve by 0.5. After stitching the sides, turn your sleeve to the right side of the fabric. Now use your pressing iron to iron the sleeve properly so that every excess on the lining will come towards the front. And once you've done this, go ahead to trim out the excess lining at the top of the sleeve. Pin the top part of the sleeve together, that's the lining, to the fabric so it doesn't shift when stitching. Now you're going to mark the parts where the gathers would be. So from the tip of the cap sleeve here, place your tip, your round armhole measurement divided by 2. Mine is 14 divided by 2 is 7, so I marked 7 inches. So on this point, make a notch here. So the pleats will start from this notch part to meet the second notched part. So this is me trying to show you how to go about it. So let's head over to the sewing machine to make the pleats. And once you are done pleating, this is how the sleeve should be. So your sleeve is now ready to be attached to your dress or your blouse. Now I'm going to attach my sleeves to the Princess Dat Boste blouse I made in my previous tutorial. So if you'd like to learn how I drafted and stitched this blouse, I'll be dropping the link in the description box of this tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you in my next tutorial.